Watch one!
Lip gloss and iPods. I'm gonna get what I want.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi.
I'm just a silly girl on the internet who likes to make silly little videos about topics that personally interest me.
Hi, welcome. I hope you subscribe. I hope you stay around. It's really fun over here. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. I love you so much. I've decided to turn one of my other phones into a cute little microphone. I actually am genuinely like recording. Can I turn it on? I'm actually genuinely like recording audio for this. I might not use this audio that is being recorded on this phone because I might get embarrassed, but this is gonna be my cute little microphone until I buy one. So yeah. Anyways, today's video is a bit of an off-the-cuff sort of video, kind of just like ranty in like a funny way, I guess. But today's video is about cups. Cups. Yeah. Specifically, reusable cups. We love them. We love reusable cups. And I mean, like, look, the most you need is probably like 1 or 2 reusable cups, okay? I have a couple reusable cups. I will say I do like buying them if they're pretty cute looking, but I still use them for their purpose, which is to just hold water or a refreshment of some kind so that I can just reuse it and try my best to help the earth by not using too many plastic water bottles. Yeah, they're amazing. They're great. How can we take that? How can we take something as nice as a reusable water bottle and completely ruin its purpose? How do we do that? My friend, let me show you
the Stanley Cup.
because that is just... The year just started, by the way. The year just started. I just turned 19, by the way. My birthday was recently. It was this month. But yeah, the year just started and we already have stuff going on. And one of the things that is kind of like happening right now is the Stanley Cup craze, which is like every couple of years we have like a cup that is like trending. A couple years ago it was the Yeti, and then it was the Hydro Flask, and now it's the Stanley. Like, I don't really get it. I don't really get it, nor do I want to get it. Like both metaphorically and, well, not metaphorically, figuratively. Both figuratively and physically, because physically, the actual cup is like $50. And that's usually before tax, sometimes. Like, okay, queen, okay. Yeah, anyways, the Stanley Cup, the Stanley brand has recently done a collab with Starbucks. So, I'm not even gonna talk about that brand, but Stanley has recently done a collab with Starbucks for Valentine's Day, and they came out with special Valentine's Day cups. And when I say special, I mean it's a hot pink Stanley Cup. So instead of their original color, because I guess they don't bring any hot pink, I guess they only bring like light pale pinks, they have a hot pink. That is it. That is what makes it special. The fact that it's hot pink. I don't think there is a singular pattern, not even a little heart. I don't think there's any of that on that cup.
There's actually a really tiny little heart on it, guys.
But trust and believe, that is getting middle-aged to millennial-aged women out of their beds to stand outside of a Target in a line. People are in lines for this cup. The water talk girlies are in lines waiting so that they can get this beautiful, magical, almighty Stanley Cup. Like, okay. Like, I do know there's always gonna be that excuse that it's like, hey, I could be spending this money on like hardcore drugs. And you know what? I genuinely think I'd rather watch somebody buy crystal meth than watch them buy like 30 cups. At least you're gonna have fun with the crystal meth. At least you're gonna have fun. What do you do with like 1 million reusable cups? Because mind you, some of these people who are buying these like cups, these Stanley cups, already have like well-developed collections of these Stanley Cups. Some people have every single color. People have colors to match their outfits. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm lost. I just don't know. People had to get like tickets if they wanted to get into Target to buy a cup. Like, if you did not get a ticket, you could not buy a cup. Don't even think about going by the display to even look at one, because there's no point, because the display is probably empty, first of all, yeah, and second of all, you wouldn't even be able, like, you wouldn't be allowed to even buy the cup without the ticket. Like, what are we doing? Like, it makes no sense. There are people who are doing videos with their Stanley Cups, and they're like, oh my god, video of me putting a refreshment into my Stanley Cup, and they take a plastic water bottle, open the plastic water bottle, pour the water from the plastic water bottle into their Stanley Cup, and then throw out the plastic water bottle. The whole point of a Stanley Cup, the whole point of reusable cups in general, is so that you don't have to put plastic in like the trash. Like, the whole point of it is like, you don't have to empty a plastic water bottle, because you can just put the water straight into the cup, so you don't even have to, like, you just cancel out the plastic part. And not only are you getting a nice refreshment, you are also slowly, but, you know, still slowly, but, like, you know, eventually, like, helping save the earth. You know, like, that's the point. You get a good feeling from the water, and you get a good feeling from being a good person, because you're helping the earth. But these people, they're like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna get a reusable cup, and then I'm going to still hurt the earth by using plastic water bottles. I just don't understand it at this point. I really feel like these Stanley Cup girlies need a little bit of what do do I call it? They need to be like a factory reset. Yeah, I think there needs to be a factory reset done to people who are obsessed with Stanley Cups. Because like, what are you obsessed with? What are you obsessed with? Because it's just a cup with a color. Like, there's nothing cute about it. Like, there's nothing cute about Stanley Cups. It is a cup with a handle and like a basic color. And people are ready to go to war. People are ready to go to war for this cup. Like, middle-aged women, in my head, I feel like middle-aged women and like and millennials, like, they wake up, they don their armor, okay? They put on their finest armor. They grab their sword and they get ready. They prepare to go into battle. Where is that battle going to be taking place at? Target. Where in Target? Specifically on those like little stands, those little white stands, and that's like kind of like in the middle of like the store sometimes, filled with Stanley Cups. That is where the fight will be taking place, okay? That is where they are ready to give up their lives just so that they can have a hot pink cup. And then they can resell it on Depop or something, or Mercari, for like $300. I'm not joking when I say that, by the way. People are reselling the Stanley Cup for like $200 to $300. The cup alone is already like $50-something sometimes. Sometimes, by the way. I said sometimes because sometimes it's higher than that. And that's usually before tax. And there are people who are taking these cups and then selling it back for even more. And you want to know what's really funny? There is somebody out there who is willing to actually genuinely pay $200 to $300, probably even more, for that Stanley Cup. There is a millennial out there somewhere that is actually going to die if they don't get their hands on that Valentine's Day themed Stanley Cup. I just want to remind you again that the Valentine's Day themed Stanley Cup looks like this. It looks like this. This is what the cup looks like. And people are genuinely ready to commit crimes for it. And if you think I'm joking when I say commit crimes, I'm not joking. A man, I think it was a man, went into a Starbucks that was inside of a Target, and he like jumped behind the counter, you know, where the employees are supposed to be and not the regular people, and he grabbed their box that had the Stanley like cups in them, and he was trying to then leave the store to then have an actual group of people literally fight him. It was like 13 people versus him for a Stanley Cup, which I'm pretty sure he did still end up leaving with. I'm pretty sure he still ended up leaving with the Stanley Cup. But a group of people actually got together as a community to take down this one man because he was leaving with a Stanley Cup. He was stealing a Stanley Cup. Somebody could actually be like stealing a literal child, and I feel like there's less commotion. Somebody could genuinely be stealing like a child, be literally kidnapping a child, and there would be less emergency compared to how people were acting when this man was stealing a Stanley Cup. First of all, as somebody who has worked in retail, I will say that with my job specifically, they specifically told me, if you witness somebody stealing, or if you either the suspicion or you literally see somebody stealing, you don't confront the people who are stealing. You don't do that. Because if that person is willing to steal, what else do you think they're willing to do? Because if they're not skilled enough to hurt you with their hands, then they could have a weapon on them. So you never confront people who are stealing, even if that person is like the guy who went right behind the counter at that Starbucks and grabbed the box and left. Because I don't think any of the Starbucks employees, I don't remember, I need to watch over the video again, but I don't think any of the Starbucks employees were leaving their post to go fight this man. Nobody was. I'm pretty sure it was completely regular civilians who stepped in to try to take this man down. So it's kind of a big thing, I guess, in retail. I don't know if every single store does it like this, but for the most part, when I was working at my retail store, I was told, if somebody is stealing, you let them steal. You let them leave the store with those items that they took. Because guess what? The cameras caught them. There's multiple cameras. Some people don't even genuinely know like how many sensors and cameras some stores have. And that camera, those sensors, they caught that person. And it is being sent to the police. Like, do not interfere with somebody who is stealing. Obviously, when it comes to also like smaller like mom and pop family businesses, usually sometimes it's harder for them to not just confront, and usually obviously every store does things different, every retail place does things different, but for the most part, especially when it comes to like the really big companies that already have a lot of money, they would rather those people steal the items than put any of their co-workers or just other civilians in danger. So the fact that people band together as a community to take down somebody who was stealing a literal cup is so crazy to me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. The year just started. Gypsy Rose Blanchard is out of jail. Some guy jumped on his judge in like Las Vegas. I think this happened. I'm stressed. That's all I can say. I am stressed, and honestly, I cannot wait for the downfall of Stanley Cups. But then once that downfall happens, just wait, because there is going to be a new cup on the scene. There will be a new cup on the scene. I wouldn't be surprised if this year somebody tried coming out with a new cup to try to see if they can beat Stanley. That's gonna be a hard one. But I think it's possible, because that's what happens. It's like a cycle. It's like, you know, like the fashion cycle, like the 20 or 10 year fashion cycle. That is what that is like, but with Stanley Cups and like Hydro Flasks and Yetis and tumblers and stuff. Like, there will be a new cup, and the cycle will never end. I'm sorry, the cycle will never end. But yeah, I mean, I just kind of wanted to do a really stupid video about the cups, because I just think it's really, really, really funny how people like genuinely really love these cups. By the way, actually really quick, if you are somebody who likes Stanley Cups and like you just have like 1 or 2, maybe 3 at most, and you're like normal about it and you actually use it in the proper way, I'm not talking about you, okay? I'm not talking about you. I'm not, okay? If you got heavily offended while I was like with this video, you're the person I'm talking about. You need to seek help. You need to seek help, okay? And I really hope you get that. The year just started, so you have a lot of months left to pull yourself together, queen. You got this, okay? You got this, diva. Yeah. Anyways, just a super quick off the cuff sort of video. I also keep changing my like recording space. I promise I'll be back to my usual space. It's just right now she's going through it, okay? My bedroom is going through it right now, okay? Yeah, so I will be back to my usual spot soon, but I guess this is like a really, really weird like room tour in a sense, because you guys saw my closet and you guys saw the floor, and now you guys are seeing my I don't know. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please leave your thoughts down below. I love it when you guys comment silly things. I love it when you guys say stuff and put in your own 2 cents. Please, that'd be amazing. Also, I already know my next video. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a surprise, not a surprise. I'm telling you guys from now, ahead of time, my next video is actually gonna be about the downfall of family channels, and I'm really excited to make that video. I'm really excited, because I cannot wait for the downfall of family channels. Anyways, because I'm getting too ahead of myself, bye, I love you guys.